Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE is set to host Saturday night's main event this coming weekend in Atlanta. It will be an important show ahead of WWE's first ever two-night SummerSlam, and Triple H is giving his all to make it a must-see. As of now, 3 matches have been announced for the show, including Goldberg's retirement bout against Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. However, WWE needs to use the NBC special to propel several storylines into the spotlight ahead of the biggest party of the summer. Many stars like Aleister Black, Damian Priest and others are in desperate need of a major push due to their absence from premium live events for a long time. Therefore, SNME serves as the perfect stage to build up those stars by giving them a match at the special event. Damian Priest and Aleister Black have been involved in tense backstage confrontations for the past 2 weeks on SmackDown. WWE has been teasing a feud between the two stars, and a rivalry seems to be brewing, especially since Black attacked R-Truth on an episode of SmackDown. Triple H should pit the two stars against each other at Saturday night's main event. Despite huge hype around his return, Aleister Black has been absent from WWE PLEs and special events since his homecoming. If this continued, it could lead to a major downfall for the Dutch superstar on SmackDown. Therefore, by giving him a match against a credible star like Damian Priest, WWE can put Black into the spotlight. A big match at Saturday night's main event could also lead to his proper push on the main roster. Julia won the Women's United States Championship by defeating Zelina Vega on the go-home edition of SmackDown for Night of Champions. However, since then, she has been away from the show without any proper direction. In the past, such disappearances have caused fans to lose interest in a superstar. WWE cannot afford such a mishap with top-tier talent like Julia now that she is the reigning champion. Therefore, Triple H needs to book the beautiful madness in a title defense at Saturday night's main event to keep her title reign relevant. The company should pit her against any mid-card babyface like B-Fab or Mission in Atlanta. Zelina Vega can also seek a rematch against her at SNME. A showdown at the NBC special would present Julia as a strong champion heading to SummerSlam instead of another transitional reign on SmackDown. Tala Tonga made his WWE debut at Night of Champions by attacking Jacob Fatu during his United States title match with Solo Sikoa. He once again decimated the Samoan Werewolf last week by putting him through an announce table on the latest episode of SmackDown. Triple H has generated significant hype around this dynamic between the two behemoths in the past week. To escalate this rivalry, the game should book this match at Saturday night's main event. Such a big-time clash with the former US champion at SNME would make Tala Tonga look like a legitimate threat and a strong figure in WWE. Besides, the WWE Universe seems to be interested in this feud between the new faction led by Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Therefore, Saturday night's main event could be an ideal stage to give this storyline a proper direction ahead of SummerSlam 2025. Subhasish Deb is a writer at Sportskeeda, India's leading sports and esports platform. With 3 years of experience in sports journalism, he has been writing compelling stories and analyses, covering trending news and its underlying aspects. His writing style is distinctive for its use of rhetorical devices, which allows him to elevate wrestling journalism beyond mere reporting. Deb has been an avid WWE and cricket fan since childhood and believes the blend of his love for sports and knowledge of writing led him to become a sports correspondent. Given his love and passion for this industry, he has worked for several top firms and media outlets both as a seasoned writer and as an editor. Apart from penning engaging articles, Deb has also done script writing for a few local short films and has directed and produced one of them. When the spotlight dims, he loves to escape into the world of web series and anime, indulging in the magic of storytelling. With WWE firing on all cylinders under Triple H's creative leadership, Saturday night's main event has become more than just a nostalgic brand. It's a platform for high-stakes drama, unforgettable returns, and moments that echo through wrestling history. As WWE continues its momentum with booming ticket sales, global expansion, and an ever-growing roster of talent, fans are expecting Saturday night's main event to be a showcase of sports entertainment excellence. To make this event truly special, Triple H must go beyond the obvious and inject it with a mixture of dream match energy, long-term storytelling, and legacy-building stakes. Here are 3 matches he must add to elevate WWE Saturday night's main event into a can't-miss spectacle. Cody Rhodes may have finished his story at WrestleMania, but not all chapters have been closed. There's still one mentor-turned-rival that he hasn't properly dealt with, Randy Orton. Orton, now fully recovered and competing at a high level, has embraced the role of a veteran who's not ready to be overshadowed. He's recently shown signs of frustration at younger stars taking his spot, and no one embodies that more than Cody Rhodes, the current face of the company and the man who dared to leave WWE and return as the prodigal son. Their shared history as part of legacy, with the late Ted DiBiase Jr., creates a rich emotional backdrop. Orton could accuse Cody of being a follower, a product of nepotism, and someone who left when things got hard. Cody, on the other hand, can remind Orton that he's evolved from the second-generation sidekick into the leader Orton never allowed him to become. Saturday night's main event provides the perfect atmosphere, a blend of classic WWE vibes with modern storytelling. For this clash between former allies turned proud enemies, it's not about titles. It's about identity, respect, and proving who truly carries the torch of legacy into the future. Creative twist. In the build-up, they revisit old legacy footage and do a backstage sit-down interview that erupts into chaos, setting the emotional tone. There's unfinished business between Gunther and Brock Lesnar, and the WWE Universe knows it. Ever since their brief face-off at the 2023 Royal Rumble, fans have been clamoring for a full-fledged clash between these two titans. With Gunther now having regained the Intercontinental Championship and continuing his path of dominance, there's no better opponent to test his mettle than the Beast incarnate. This match is a fantasy booking dream come true. Gunther, the modern-day ring general who's redefined in-ring brutality, against Brock Lesnar, the suplex-slinging juggernaut who hasn't had a meaningful, hard-hitting feud in over a year. With Lesnar rumored to return for a short run, what better way to use his star power than to elevate Gunther on one of WWE's most recognizable legacy shows? Gunther doesn't need to squash Lesnar, but he needs to outlast him. A war of endurance, strength, and calculated violence would not only pop the crowd but cement Gunther's status as an all-time great. Creative twist. The match ends with Gunther finally making Lesnar pass out in a standing sleeper hold after surviving a series of suplexes and 2 F5s. A handshake after the match would signal Lesnar's respect, and possibly his final bow. The Bloodline storyline has evolved into a generational epic, and even with Roman Reigns on hiatus, the narrative lives on. With Solo Sikoa now positioned as the new tribal chief, and the fearsome Jacob Fatu at his side, the Bloodline is more dangerous than ever. Jey Uso, the emotional core of the original Bloodline saga, has carved his own path as main event Jey on Raw, but family business calls. After Solo and Jacob brutally attacked Jimmy Uso on SmackDown, Jey crosses brands to challenge their authority. But he's not coming alone. The People's Champ has been teasing one final run, and this would be the perfect setup, helping Jey Uso stand up against the corrupted next-gen Bloodline while teasing his own long-awaited clash with Roman Reigns for WrestleMania 41. This tag team match would be electric. It has story. It has violence. It has generational tension, blood, legacy, and a real passing the torch moment. Plus, with Saturday night's main event being rooted in spectacle, what better way to close the night than with The Rock finally lacing up his boots again? Creative twist. After the match, The Rock raises Jey's hand, but looks at the camera and says, "I'm not done with the Bloodline. Roman, I'm coming." Triple H has proven time and time again that he understands what fans want, and more importantly, how to deliver it in ways that feel both fresh and rooted in wrestling's emotional core. By adding these 3 matches to WWE Saturday night's main event, he would create a card that checks every box. Whether it's Cody settling unfinished business, Gunther facing his toughest challenge, or The Rock returning to defend family honor, This lineup has the potential to make Saturday night's main event a true chapter in WWE history, not just a throwback. Wrestling fans don't just want matches, they want moments, and Triple H has the perfect opportunity to create them again.